What's up guys, this is Grand Leech and welcome to my channel. Today we are on day 6, I almost said day 5, of building this base. The Riverside Villas, guys. So if you want to see how to build this base, please follow my other videos on the tutorial of building this base. Yeah, let's start and let's build. Okay guys, so we have basically finished the passages etc in section A, and we're just gonna open up a space for a swimming pool. If you want to call it a jacuzzi, then let's call it a jacuzzi. A chill pool where you can have your beer and your pizza at the same time while you chillax in the bar of Grand Leech. We really strive to make our customers happy. So guys, so we are just opening up a area for a swimming pool. We are not going to go too much into it right now. There is still a lot of stuff to do around this base and time is running out. So yeah, let's start with the most important stuff guys, and that is opening up this place. No, we are closing up section B behind glass, so that we can be safe and secure in this base and still see how the base looks like, you know. So that was the plan of it all. These walls, glass walls or panels, are just there basically to keep things out, but you know, it still gives you the view from within the base to see nature and the shit that's going on outside the glass. So you'll be safe in here guys. And then let's get some perspective. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have a level to land. Wow, that was a great land. To get on the roof area and to complete this section with glass. Remember guys, if you put down, well, triangles and squares or rectangles, remember a triangle over a rectangle or square, and that's how you build, okay, to make it a round space and to make it look better. Otherwise you're gonna have stuff overlapping each other. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just putting down the glass panels guys, and we're just closing up this area. We need to finish it, and it looks cool. I think it really looks cool. I don't know whether, I don't think a lot of people noticed the glass, but whatever, you know, as soon as you get closer you're gonna see, wow, it's freaking actually behind glass. That's so awesome, you know. Maybe Leech should build our base for us. Not that I had any requests yet guys, but you never know. And I prefer not to build a base for somebody else. Okay, so we are almost finished. I just collected some materials because on this server you can't carry a whole lot of stuff, and I came from another server where the weight was much higher, so you could carry a whole lot more stuff, and now on this new server it's much lower, and the stuff that I actually brought from the previous server still has its original weight. So you know, you can't carry a whole lot of stuff here until I run out of the materials from the previous server. Okay guys, so we are just finishing up here. I think I cheated a little bit here because I think that was supposed to be a triangle and a triangle and a triangle and then a rectangle, whatever, you know. It turned out alright. I don't always have to stick by the rules, guys. I'm just saying it makes things easier, especially when you design. I'm just trying to cover up this little hole for this roof, but yeah, we're gonna still tinker this little piece of section B because it looks great now, and then I come back and it's shitty, and so you know, it takes a whole lot of effort, but it's all about preference, guys. Whatever you like, you know. I wanted to create a place where you can, where it's open. It gives you the feeling of an open plan, and you know, just being part of nature, basically. And you can still see what's cooking. You don't have to run outside and oh, there's something. Oh, there's a Tyrannosaurus that's gonna bite my bum. No, at least you can see what's going on outside while you're inside the base, which I think is pretty cool. Oh yeah, and I forgot to actually add the coordinates of where this base is on the island, but I'll put that into the description, guys, so that you guys can see where exactly it is. But it's close by the green oblique. So yeah, it's quite a dangerous area, and you know, there is holes above this cliff where things actually fall inside your base into this cave area. So I need to still close that up, but that's not going to happen in this tutorial. There might be one section that I close off, but there's still going to be a whole new section, guys, where I'm going to close it off, and you know, and we're going to still continue building. This is just for the main area, the main base, guys. So all the other add-ons we're going to do later on, if you want to do it, and maybe, you know, you don't have to do everything I do, like I said, but it might give you an idea for your own base. You know, you might get a few ideas for your own base. Okay, guys, so we are in section C here, and now I'm going to try to make this area a little bit more interesting, alright, because it's a little bit boring, I think. You know, everything looks great. Now you need to make everything look great, you know, and that's the challenge with building a base like this. You have to be, like I always say, consistent, guys, and keep everything the same. So basically everything on this base is circular, so we're going to keep that idea of making things circular in this base mainly, you know, just to keep it consistent, and you guys will see it's going to work out perfectly. I'm just, you know, trying to figure out where do I want circles, how do I want this area, because this is going to be your main entrance. I'm also going to build a bridge in this area to the upper, across the water to the high ground there, and yeah, I think it's going to look really cool, guys. I'm not going to show building the bridge on a video, you're just going to see it there, okay? Like I said previously, things might appear on the next video that you didn't see in the previous video, because remember, guys, this was done with what you call it, a deadline. Okay, we had a few days. Well, I had a few days because I actually worked during the day. I only had time to book this place in the evening, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to build a base or plan the base. I just had to go with the flow. So yeah, I had to do things sometimes without recording it, because to be quite honest, I forgot to record it because I was under stress. Damn. But I am trying to show you guys, and it's not that big of a deal building a bridge, guys. There is a little bit of catch to it, but I believe you will be able to figure it out. Okay, now keeping this area consistent, we have to do whatever we do on this side, what we did on the other side. So you'll have to count your blocks, your squares and your triangles, 2, and then you put 2 down. You need to, keep in mind what you're going to do here, guys, because you don't want to mess this up. Otherwise, when you start building towards the cliff, things are not going to match up. All right. Well, it is actually with me, but I saw what I did. I actually just placed a square a triangle where I should have placed the square, and that messed up everything for me. I'm removing this platform, guys, because we need the space. I had a previous base, guys, where I actually built everything on platforms, and then they removed the platform. So I kind of lost that whole base. Well, not completely. I actually built foundations underneath the platforms to ensure that if the platforms are removed, that the base won't be lost. That is a different story, guys. That's like a whole freaking mission. And now we're just building this area, guys. This is area C, and we're just completing the outer side of this, and then we're gonna start filling it in, basically. And it's getting dark, so guys, if you can't see, just fast forward a little bit. All I'm gonna do here is start filling it in, squares over triangles, etc., and that's what we're gonna do until we reach the face of the cliff. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do over here. Right, this might take a little bit of time, guys. If you make one mistake, it can get a little bit confused, guys. Over here, for instance, you'll have to put triangles over those triangles, because you've got a square and a triangle, and you have to put triangle, 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 alright, and then a square, and that's where I made my mistake. That should have been a square, alright, and that's where the mess up came here. But it's not such a big deal. It becomes a big issue, guys, when you put down walls, because then if these foundation blocks overlap, then your walls are gonna overlap, and it's a freaking mess and all. As you can see now, everything is messed up, so I'm just putting up in squares because I'm like, oh shit, something is not right here. But as you can see, so I'll just bring this down because I knew I'm not really gonna build walls here. Alright, that's what I did. As you can see, everything is kind of it's a mess. Alright, so just keep in mind, guys, you have to put down your stuff correctly. If it doesn't work out like over here, then something went wrong somewhere along the line. But most of the lines on this platform are fine for this space. Alright, so we're gonna still put up a bridge, and we're gonna put down firstly the room, the main room. We just need to create a center point, so I'm putting down walls to kind of create a center point to put down the platform, the cliff platform, for our main room. Right, and that cliff platform we are going to move a whole lot. Guys, this is Crown Leech. Please subscribe, like and share, and catch me in the next video, which will be day 7, and then we will continue with this and remove this platform 3 times because that's what I do. Okay guys, subscribe, share and like. See you in the movies. Bye.